Hey everybody, this is Hope with the Intuitive Mirror, and I'm outside today. It's gorgeous, but it's blustery, so lots of wind. This is your divinely channeled message for the collective. This is a timeless reading. You know how it goes if you've been with me for a while. I tend to pick up on a lot of the energies even before I pull from our decks to get sort of a sense of the collective. And as you can see behind me, there are several canoes and there's sailboats. Off in the distance, I was hearing a train whistle, this cute little train whistle going off. I see buses. So there is a lot of things on the move. I get the sense of transition that is happening for a lot of this collective. Traveling could be a big aspect of this. But with this wind that's also coming up, which I don't want to draw too much attention to, because when you draw attention to it, it seems to increase. I don't know if you can tell, it is picking up a little bit more right now, right? So um, the winds of change are coming, as well as be mindful about what you are putting your focus on, because everything that you're putting your focus on is what you will get more of, and that is part of that message. Okay, so because it does have a lot of activity in the atmosphere right now, I'm going to be really careful about my shuffle. So I'm actually going to do what my guides were saying, which is I'm going to separate it into three. So I'm separating into three, and I'm going to move it as such. So as I'm taking this sort of into consideration, the idea of maybe using building blocks or taking things one step at a time and slowing things down for you, so that you don't lose things along the way. If you are making rash, quick decisions, for example, you could lose some of the details. Or if you're looking to get rescued, I hear being rescued out of a situation, that might not be the best energy to move forward in, because as you are doing that, you are not looking at the details. Okay, that's what part of that is. So let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, well, the Hermit is at the bottom of the deck. So you've been definitely looking inside to sort of figure out what is for your highest good. We're going to split the deck one more time. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, okay. So Nine of Swords, of course, we have this element of air with the swords. And let's explore this a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to pull this card up again so that you can really get a good look at it. So what I'm seeing with this card is you've got this individual here super focused on this interior life, if we're borrowing from the energies of the Hermit. And with that, if you can tell, there is a whole part of the energy, collective energy, divine guidance, all of that is on the other side of this worry. And because there is an aspect of worry, your energies are being consumed basically by that, with that focus. And because of that, you're not hearing the call, you're not seeing the potential opportunities if with that. So interesting. And I'm trying to speak as well as kind of getting gumbled up. So part of this is just a little bit of a reminder that from a place of calm and rest and a place of ease, I heard a ding somewhere. So this was, I think I'm on the right track here. From a place of calm, a place of ease, that is how you can move forward. Now, I did a channeled session earlier with my guides, and part of what they were saying, this wisdom, first of all, is about making moves in silence, doing things, even little things, without an audience, is what they were saying, without an audience. And also, and I sort of, okay, so I was just about to get into like a bit of a self-critical moment, because it's like, well, here you are right now focusing on this message as opposed to maybe doing it in silence, but I digress. So there might be some aspects of questioning yourself with certain decisions that you might be making, but not to really stress, because new beginnings are on the horizon. I just saw like 4 babies roll by me. So going back to this, the aspects of moving in silence, but also um, knowing, this is it. No, okay, this is how this ties in. Beautiful. Knowing what is to come, having the vision of that which is not yet here. Okay, if that makes sense. So the magic of manifestation work, the magic of following your intuition and going with the flow is about being able to see, this is what my guides were saying, being able to see that which isn't here yet. This is a recurring message for a lot of folks because I was touching upon that in a previous channel. I will try to add that into the connection description here. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's the train whistle. So choo choo, all aboard. Let's all aboard the train. Okay, so that's part of it. Some of you might actually be once upon a time connected to a church, let's just say, and you're now disconnecting from that, or even a spiritual practice or lineage. And I'm getting like aspects of pride. I mean, for where I am, June is Pride Month, so um, that might be part of it, connecting as well. Okay, because perhaps some aspects of what some of the teachings might be in that regard as well. Ding ding, choo choo. Okay, so this is about now recalibrating and getting back to something that's going to work for you. And I guess for some folks, this is like removing yourself from maybe this church or this spiritual lineage that might not have aligned with some of your own personal beliefs, but taking some of those aspects that actually did work for you and some of the philosophy I sort of get from that, some of the deeper teachings, and maybe explore a little bit of the mysticism with that as well. Okay. I feel like we're going to pull another one here. So I'm going to do that for you and then we're going to move on. Oh, fascinating. Oh, okay. Well, we had a lot of cards kind of flipped in an opposite direction, and I'm seeing the Seven of Cups. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Beautiful. Lots of things coming into bloom, and then the Ace of Pentacles is hiding as well, right there. Okay, so that's a good little message as a reminder that that which is that which you want, that which you desire, things are coming to bloom. Oh, and this little flip here. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Can't make this stuff up. That just flipped. So focusing on, oh wow, okay, so you have your, okay, this is part of it. So let's just say you have yourself focusing right now on this particular pentacle, not exactly an exciting looking pentacle, but it seems to be stable and standard and like predictable. But actually, if you can notice up here, there is actually a bigger, brighter, better one coming in. So it's on its way. And to keep clean and clear your intentions, just to trust yourself. You know what? I'm going to say this too. A lot of the messaging I'm getting right now is really about untangling oneself from what family and even society, generally speaking, have been saying. I think there's a real moment that's happening with a lot of folks where the hustle and bustle of our life, of our, trying to build careers and like all of that in this sort of structure that has been built up by our society, our community, things like that, is hard right now to maintain. And I think a lot of the energies that are changing right now is about trying to find a way to slow down your pace and slow down um, engaging with the world, slowing it down. Okay, slowing down your engagement with the world. So, really taking time to just let things happen. Part of where this reading came from today was I took a wrong turn. Google has a mind of its own, and here I am trying to listen to Google society as opposed to my own inner guidance system. Ding ding, and I had to then pull myself out of it, and I decided, okay, I'm going to turn where I think I need to turn instead, and I ended up here in this location quite by accident. I've never been here before, so this is the first time for me. So that might be a little bit of a message for you as well. So just trust your guidance, trust what you have going on, and it's hard to detox from society and from what someone else's idea of a good pace is. I can feel it deep in my like sacral and solar plexus area right now. It's sort of aching, and that's part of the self-worth idea. That's part of, comes and stems from our root systems and where we, were raised and all of that. So I'm sending you a lot of love because, listen, I'm walking the walk, like before I can fully talk the talk, I'm asked to walk the walk a little bit. So I'm doing it and I'm trying and I'm here for you. And I hope this resonates. If this did, please be sure to like and subscribe, share it with a friend. And if there's sort of something that you're trying right now that's a little bit outside the norm, you don't have to give it all away, but making moves in silence. But in terms of community, if you wanted to share it so that someone else feels a little bit uplifted, we'd probably appreciate that. Okay. Anyways, I love you so much. You guys have a wonderful, has